Hello. Um, so yeah, I'm back making the video I said I would make about my day today. Sorry, I've not slept. It is the 15th of January, and I'm making this at 9 in the morning. I've not slept yet because I was up playing Minecraft. Um, yeah, sorry if the audio is a bit quiet. Um, I don't know why, my mic is a bit shit. But so because it is the morning, I'm going to talk about yesterday and what I did and what I thought about all day. Uh, so I woke up at around 2 p.m. and I slept for like 4 hours. Um, then I went. I was going to do some studying and I was going to do some writing for my manga, for the script, but I just couldn't be motivated to do any because I don't have an artist for my manga yet, and I don't want to write too much and have so much written when I don't have someone to draw it. So I've been waiting and looking for an artist everywhere, and I still can't find one. So hopefully I will find one because I really want to make the manga. I think the story is really good, but if not, then I understand. But yeah, so I didn't do that. Instead, what I did was I did some song practice for my band, and I then played Minecraft for the rest of the day and night. Sorry that I scratch my nose a lot. Whew, my hair like touches the side of my nose, and you know, I don't, it's just easier for me to scratch it and move my hair out the way. I don't know, it just kind of falls back into place. So yeah, I had a few things on my mind today, but one of them I always kind of have on my mind, so I'll probably talk about that another day. But the one I do want to talk about now, which I think a lot of people struggle with, and I feel a lot of people would relate to, is kind of like a feeling of not belonging somewhere, you know? It's like you don't feel like you are a part of any community. You don't feel like you belong where you are or at home or anything like that. It could be anything. For me, I'm from Brazil, believe it or not. I don't look Brazilian, even though a lot of us are white. I'm from Manaus, which is in the northwest of Brazil, so we're supposed to be more tan. But my family natively we're from the south of Brazil, so that's where all the white Brazilians are. So yeah, I'm a bit of a white Brazilian, and I am aware I don't really sound Brazilian, but I have lived in the UK for 10 years. I don't feel at home here. When I moved to the UK, I got a massive phobia of dog. Like, it was crazy. I was terrified of them, and I don't really know why. The fear just kind of came on as soon as we got here. As I've gotten older, the fear has gone away. I was in therapy for a very long time for it, and I got discharged multiple times. Even if the dog was tiny, like this big, and it was on a lead, I would not be able to walk past it. I'd have to like run across the road or something, and I'd start crying and panicking. It was that bad, and it came on from nowhere. Like it was crazy. Like it just came on out of nowhere. Now, no one knows why. I don't know why either. But that has kind of made me think more about stuff, like all my life. It's kind of made me feel like, why do I feel this way? Why am I scared of dogs now when I never used to be? I grew up with a dog in Brazil. Uh, but because of that, all my time here, I just felt like I didn't belong. I still feel like I don't belong. I feel like nowhere I go, I will feel like I belong. Even in friend group, I feel like I'm not wanted. I feel like I'm not needed there, you know? Uh, when my friends have invited me out, which is really rare, normally I'm the one inviting them out. When I have been invited out, I just feel like they don't want me there. They're just inviting me out because they feel like they have to, uh, which they don't. If they don't want me to hang out, they don't have to invite me. And I feel like when I invite them out, they come out because they feel kind of forced to. I don't know. I just feel I never feel wanted when I'm with people, and I don't know why I feel that way. I think like I was bullied a lot in high school, so maybe that has something to do with it. But it could also be anything else, really. Maybe they don't want me dead. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm just looking too much into people's emotions. I don't know. But yeah, in my old bands that I was in, I never felt wanted. They would always disband and then reform without me, which kind of made me feel a bit shit. Even though I'm a good guitar player, they say I'm a good singer. I found out recently that I was a better singer than I thought when I met up with this Japanese man called Iko, and he taught me a lot about the Japanese music industry, since it is something I'm interested in. He taught me how to write in the style. Me and him played some songs together, and he played guitar. I sang, and he said I was really good, and he was proud of me, which made me feel really happy. I've not heard someone say that for a while, so it kind of that little interaction made me feel wanted. I've always wanted to move to Japan because I've wanted to be in a Japanese metal band for many years. Uh, so I've always wanted to kind of move to Japan, but I've been worried that even if I go there, I won't feel like I belong. I won't feel like I fit in. Uh, so it's kind of difficult for me. I feel like I'm just talking and not really making much sense, but um, yeah, I feel like it is a bit difficult for me to fit into places, and I don't know why. I don't know how I can shake the feeling. I don't know how I can feel like I belong. I think I might just grow out of it as I get older, but then again, I'm 21 years old. I'm turning 22 in 6 months. So I feel like the time to grow out of it has gone. I don't know, I'm still young, I know, but I don't know. I feel like you grow out of these things when you're a teenager. I feel like this kind of mindset of not being wanted is like a teenager mindset. But maybe I'll grow out of it. Maybe I'll just feel, it'll just stop. I'll just one day I'll wake up and be like, everyone wants me, everyone loves me or something. I don't know. Even in relationships, when I've dated people, I've never felt wanted. I've always felt like I was second best. I always felt like I was not the main focus of the relationship. I always felt like they didn't want me. They were just kind of with me to pass time. Even though they probably weren't, and they probably did want to be with me, I just couldn't help shake the feeling that they didn't want to, and that they were just there out of pity and because they felt sorry for me or something. Um, I don't know why people feel this way. I study medicine. I'm not a psychologist, but it is a mystery, and hopefully I can solve it. And yeah, sorry that when I talk in these videos, you might notice I'm not the best at talking. I'm a bit nervous. Normally I can talk fine. I don't know, because when I stream on Twitch and stuff, I can talk fine. But to be fair, when I stream on Twitch, I could switch to appeal to be more appealing, which is probably why I can talk better. Because this channel, I want to be raw. I want to be real. So that's maybe is why I'm struggling. Um, because I'm just being honest, and I'm not really used to being honest about these kind of feeling. I'll always be honest with my friends, with my friends and stuff. I'll always be honest with them, but never as honest as I'm being here. Because, yeah, I want this to be like my outlet because I can't afford to go to therapy. Uh, Sorry that I'm scratching my nose. I feel really bad that I'm scratching my nose. I feel like it's really gross that you're watching me scratch my nose, but I can't help it. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, maybe the fact that I put on a persona is the reason that I don't feel like I belong. But no, no, I'm actually going to say no to that because I forgot what I was going to say. No, because I do like streaming on Twitch and because I have my bands, and for those two, I'm very hyper. Well, on Twitch, I'm not actually that hyper. But when my band would do show, like back years ago, we've been on a hiatus for a bit, but when we would do our shows, I would be like very hyper on stage, get the crowd going. After that, I would be so drained, and then I would drink a lot, and then be hyper again. um, but and then on Twitch, I have my very hyper moments, and then I have my like quiet moments when like nothing is really going on. Depends how the chat is going, depending on what I'm streaming. So maybe the fact that I'm changing like my persona so much and like being and pretending to be different people doesn't help the feeling that I have of not belonging, because when I am myself, when I do tell people, like what I like, what I want to do, and the things that I'm interested in, they never, they kind of get weirded out. They kind of like leave. And then when I kind of don't tell people what I like and I just kind of don't, like, I tell people the bare minimum, people are like more interested in me. And I don't like that. I want people to like me for me. Uh, I want people to like me for who I actually am, which is this. I don't know. Well, I'm like this right now because, I'm kind of down. But when I'm like not down and I'm feeling quite normal, um, that's how I want people to like me. I don't want people to like me because I'm not telling them stuff, or because I'm in a band, or because like I am like a student doctor or anything. No, I want people to like me for me. And I worry that I will never find people who like me for me. Maybe I already have people who like me for me and I'm just too dumb to see it. I don't know. It is very difficult and I don't really know how to navigate those situations. Um, but I try my best, and that is all we can do. If you understood a word I said, um, feel free to give me advice or to just comment how you feel about anything. If you have a similar feeling to me, just you can comment if you want. You can leave it down, and I will reply. Because I want this channel to kind of be a safe place for people who feel the way I feel to get together, to talk about how we feel, to help each other, support each other, and maybe we can work towards a better future of happiness and peace and love and all that. Anyway, I've been ranting and rambling for like 30 minutes, and I feel like I've been talking so much and I've said nothing. But maybe you guys are smart and can decipher what I've said. Okay, right. Thank you. Bye bye.